Right, so May 2023, question number 1A says, find the exact value of 5/6 plus 2/3 minus 12/35 times 7/9. So we have a problem here where we have at least 3 operations: addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Now, when we have a problem or a question with multiple operations, then the order of operation is determined by BOMDAS. And according to BOMDAS, we must do multiplication before we do addition and subtraction. So let's multiply. So this becomes 5/6 plus 2/3 minus, so let's cancel. 3 goes into 9 3 times, 3 into 12 4 times, 7 into 1 time, 7 into 35 5 times. And when nothing else can cancel, I can now say 4 times 1 is 4 for the numerator, and 5 times 3 is 15 for the denominator. So the first thing we did is we multiplied the two fractions. Then now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to just add and subtract, which we can do simultaneously. So the first thing we need to do is we need to find the LCM. Whenever we're adding or subtracting fractions and the denominators are different, we need to find the LCM. And the LCM here is 30. 6 into 30 is 5. 5 times 5 is 25. 3 into 30 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 15 into 30 is 2. And 2 times 4 is 2 times 4 is times 2 here. 2 times 4 is 8. So our final answer would be 20 plus 25, which is 45. 45 minus 8 is 37/13. Or 1 and 7/13. Moving on. Next, we're asked to calculate the value of the root of 1 minus cos square 37 degrees, or cos 37 degrees square, and we're to write our answers correct to 3 decimal places. So what we're going to do here is you're going to type this exactly in your calculator, and then just simply press equal. So it's 1 minus open bracket cos 37 and then square and press equal. And so the root of 1 minus cos 37 square is 0.602 to 3 decimal places. Moving on. So just simply type that in your calculator and then round the answer to 3 decimal places. All right, so with this number now, we are to write this number in standard form. Now, to write this number, whenever we write any number in standard form, the decimal point must come immediately after the first significant figure. The first significant figure in this number is 5. So we're going to have 5.27 times 10 to the minus. So whenever you're writing a number in standard form and the number starts with 0, meaning it's a decimal fraction, the number starts with 0, it's 0 point something, the power must be negative. Now the power itself is the same as the number of times you move the decimal point from where it was to between the first and second significant figure. So we have to move the decimal point a total of 1, 2, 3 times. So the power must be 3. The C part of the question says, Aresh works at a call center for 35 hours each week. He is paid an hourly rate of $11.20. We're to calculate the amount of money Aresh earns in 4 weeks. Well, let's find out his basic wage. And this is the basic wage for 1 week. The amount of money is paid for the 35 hours of work. So that would be the basic rate, which is $11.20, multiplied by the basic week, which is 35 hours. So for 1 week, he would earn $392. Now for 4 weeks, so the basic wage, and this now is for 4 weeks, would be equal to 392 multiplied by 4, and this would be $1,568. Continuing. Next, we are told that in a certain week, Harish works 8 hours overtime. Overtime hours are paid at 1.5 times the usual rate of $11.20 per hour. And we're to find the total amount of money Harish is paid for that week. Well, let's first of all deal with the overtime rate. The OT rate is equal to 1.5 times the basic rate, which is $11.20. So the OT rate is $16.80 per hour of overtime. So now is gross wage, which is the basic wage plus the overtime wage, would be $392. That's the basic wage. We worked that out already. And he worked, his overtime rate is $16.80 per hour. And he worked for a total of 8 hours. So this is $392 plus this is $134.40. And so his gross wage is and this is $526.40. So for working 8 hours of overtime, or should be paid an overtime wage of $134.40. Now the overtime wage plus the basic wage would give his gross wage, and that is $526.40.